Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode. Well, most people think that AI video generation means typing a prompt and hoping for the best. But what if I told you that most powerful AI videos can be written in code? Yes, that is correct. And once you see this, you will never look at AI infographics, explainers, or intros the same way again. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how Remotion can be used to generate professional After Effects style animation using code, data, and structure. We'll walk through few small but powerful use cases, and for each one, I'll show you the kind of design direction or prompt you would use and what that visual actually establishes for your audience. One thing to be clear upfront, Remotion is not prompt to art, it's code to motion. If a visual can be expressed as data, logic, or structure, then Remotion is the right tool for that. So with that said, with this context set, let's actually start building. Alright, so this is the official website for Remotion at remotion.dev. And over here, we get this npx command to create a video project. We can look at the docs, and then there are a few templates, one of which is a TypeScript. We have also got a Next.js project that we can use, and even a React router kind of project. But nevertheless, let's just go to docs over here, and let's get started right away using this command over here, which says npx create video @latest. So let's just copy this. Let me open a terminal. Now you could use any terminal of your choice, and let's just paste this, and let's get a new Remotion project. So it needs to install the following packages. Let's say Y to it. So this might take a little while. And now it is asking me for the template. Let's just use a blank template. Do you want Tailwind? Yes, I do. Let's just hit enter. Agent skills? Yes. So now I think, okay, so it didn't really ask me. Okay, so now it has cloned some template, I believe, and links to get you started, dev docs, dev prompts. All right, so I think the project has been installed, and there are a few links that we could, use to get started. Open, let's just cd into this. Let's just open code over here. Cool. So this is what we get here. And if we look at the solution structure, we've got a source folder, the index.ts file. So this is a TypeScript file. Let me open the terminal once, and let's just run npm i so that all the dependencies are installed. So this might take a little while. All right, so the dependencies have installed, and now let us run it. So to run it, we'll have to do npm start. So let's just do npm start. Okay, so it doesn't has that. So npm run dev, let's see that. And yes, so this has started, and there's a browser window that has come up, and there is this my component, and let's play it actually. Okay, so this is a blank canvas that we have got. Cool. Let's get back, and let's actually start now prompting it, and let's see what we can get from Remotion. So now the very first use case is adding some animation KPI cards. Now this is a very simple use case, but it is one of the most powerful, I believe. Here the goal is not storytelling, but the goal is to establish some kind of credibility. Now I've got a prompt ready for it, and I'm going to paste it here. So create a clean infographics animation using SVG cards, dark text background, neon accent, smooth number count up, and each KPI card slides in with easing. So I've mentioned what I want. I want a clean infographics. Then what is the kind of animation that I want for each of these cards? The metrics, I've given some kind of data to it, like the KPI card should show me latency, cost, accuracy, and the amount of token usage. And it should be After Effects style motion and no cartoon effects. But before that, I'm going to tell it that this is a Remotion project, and it should create a video with the following guidelines. And let's hit enter now, and let's see what it comes up with. So it is doing something, but it has not really started. All right, so now it has started adding some cards, adding KPI card, composition. So it is updating composition.tsx, root, and the index.css files for us. Okay, but I still don't see the KPI card.tsx file yet. Let it do. So it should come up in the source folder somewhere now. Now you could use Remotion with your Claude Code, added as a agent skill, and n number of things you could do with it. But for now, for this video, we have just kept it simple, added a blank new Remotion project, and we are taking it from there. So now I can choose the KPI card. Okay, so it is actually using a lot of TypeScript and React. Now this is a functional component. So this is a React component, it has got props, pretty cool. It is importing React, and these are the things that it has brought from Remotion. And then it is doing hell lot of coding. Let's see what we get on the browser, if we got anything at all. Yeah, so something has happened, and this looks pretty cool actually. Nice. Okay, so it has done all those things. I'm going to keep it. And now let's get back and let's see at the video. I think this is pretty insane and cool. Okay, let's see, can I change the data over here? So I'm going to say, can you change the data card to be, or was it accuracy? Yeah, data. Can you change the data on the accuracy card to be 80%? And let's see if it is actually able to change that. So let it do its job. Okay, so it says it has done it. The accuracy card now shows 80%. Let's head back to our browser. Okay, yes, it did change it. Let's play it again. And yes, I think this is pretty insane. So now we are able to do this kind of infographics with Remotion, where we could give it some data, tell it that if we want it in the cards or if we want a slider or whatever, and it is able to do that After Effects style of animation for us. Now let's look at another use case. Now I already have a prompt for that. Let me copy that and bring it over here. But before that, I'm going to tell it, add another slide to this video after the first 6 seconds, and then add the below video, and then this is the prompt. So I'm asking it to create a channel intro for me, my YouTube channel intro. Reveal the text Harshit Dynamite, or let's just say Harshit Agarwal, with a clean mask animation. Fade in the tagline Practical AI for Developers. This is my channel banner, and this is some kind of cyberpunk, some kind of cyberpunk theming that I'm trying to give it. Okay, so let's test this now. So now it should add another React component, what I feel. So now it has added this component called add intro slide.tsx. So it has not yet come in over here in my source folder, but it should any moment now. So it has done it now, and let's see this in action. Okay, so let's just play this. Yeah, this looks cool. Let's do it one more time. This looks nice. Let's just edit it, and let's also add my channel's handle, which is @Harshit Dynamite. Well, by the way, you guys watch my videos, you love it, you show your support, but please subscribe to my channel. It will be a real help. Okay, so let's now ask. So let's just say that also add my channel name or channel handle @Harshit Dynamite, and the very bottom or after the last line, also wrap the main area in a frame with Apple style window buttons in a box frame. Okay, cool. Let's see that. Let's see if it is able to do this change. Cool. So it says it has added the channel handle and a box frame with Apple style Windows button. Let's go back to a browser and let's see that. Yeah. But these lines, the background lines that we see, that could be removed now. But nevertheless, if you are trying it yourself right now, you can of course prompt it again to remove those lines. But I think it did pretty well. It was able to, provide the required cyberpunk style themes and animations. Yeah, the animation is a little soft, but I think that does the job. So now the thing to note over here is that I didn't really had any data. I didn't had no explanation. It was just some visual identity that I was able to establish just by using Remotion and some text that I wanted to come up. So this is something that Remotion is good at. All right, so we were able to establish some trust using the numbers and the KPI cards that we were doing earlier. Then we also gave it some identity, some text. Now the next job is, and it was able to do it pretty well. Now the next job is, can we also use Remotion to help make explainers, to help understand the people something? So now this is where explainers shine. For that, to establish this thing, I've got another prompt, and let's see that. I'm going to come back to my VS Code. I'm going to paste this. Now I'm saying create an explanation using SVG icons and connectors. I'm going to say add another video as below, as directed below. Add it after the last video you did. And let's see if it is able to do that. And I'm saying that I'm trying to establish a understanding from my user for my users. Now this is a simple explanation flow that, so there is a user that prompts an LLM model using a tool, and then there is some kind of output. Now I wanted to establish this as a flow. I wanted the video to come as a flow. Now let's see if Remotion is able to do that. So it is going to add this flow slide.tsx, and here is that. So again, the few tools, few libraries from Remotion, and then React. There is a props, so that means it is using TypeScript. This is the kind of interface that it is using. Again, a functional component, and let's see what happens once it completes working. So now it is saying it has done it, and let's see. So let me play this further. Okay, so now it has overlapped it on my previous video itself. I'm going to keep all of it. The video in flow slide.tsx should come after the intro slide.tsx and not over it. So I'm telling it that this video should come after my intro slide.tsx. So now it is going to ensure the slide order. So now it is edited it composition.tsx. Let's see what it is there. Okay, so I'm going to keep all of it and let's go back. Yeah, so I think now it has fixed it. And if I play it, so there is some kind of animation, but it doesn't really looks very beautiful. I think some kind of glowing lines between them and with an arrowhead moving from the left to right would even help. So let's just prompt it again. The video is good, but add some glowing moving arrows between each entity, and let's see if it is able to fix that. It is working. Okay, so it says it has done it. Let's go back and let's see this in action now. Ooh, this looks good. I didn't really wanted it, but yes, this doesn't really looks very bad. Cool. I think this is pretty good. Not bad. Of course, we can, keep prompting it and we could improve it further. So this kind of animations that we could do with Remotion, they actually will be able to tell, you actually will be able to tell your audience that this is how things work. So if you have a really complex diagram, you could, give it to Remotion, and it will be able to generate some graphics out of that. Cool. Now with this, we come to our next part. All right, so now there is another kind of video generation that we could do, which try to establish some kind of comparison. And I've got a prompt for that. Let me copy that, bring it here, and let's see. So I'm saying create a side-by-side comparison infographics using some SVG card, which shows some metrics for speed, cost, and quality with icons. So let's see if it could actually build this kind of side-by-side comparison using some cards in an After Effects style of animation. So it is still thinking. Okay, so it has added this comparison slide for me. Now this is a lot of code that it is writing. I'm going to keep all of it, but we are, this is a lot of code that it has written, and we are just vibe coding. So you are so if you are building the same thing, you are free to read all of it. But what I am doing is mostly like the fire and forget kind of thing. You just fire your prompt, get the code written, and then you forget about it. Just enter the video and keep going. But anyways, it has done it, and let's come back to our browser and let's open this Remotion Studio. This is something we built the last time. Okay. Yeah. So the card has come up. It has got, my data, speed, cost, and quality, and it has given me two options, A and B, but they don't really look so good to me. Let's edit them further. Add a drop shadow, add a glowing drop or a neon drop shadow on both the cards and make them a little big with rounded corners. Each of the data into them comes up with a typing effect. Show the cursor all the time. Now I've given it some edit prompts and let's see how well it could do it. Okay, so it has done, I think it is still editing it, sorry. I'm going to keep all of it anyways, vibe coding. Okay, so it has done it now. Let's go back and let's see if it is actually able to change it. Okay, let me play it from here now. Yeah, so the typing effect has come. There is a neon drop shadow to it, and here is the complete video that we have done. We get the cards, then we get the channel intro, then we get that user flow, and then we get that comparison with a typing effect and a neon background and a neon drop shadow. Okay. Now, what we saw over here that Remotion can help us to solve different communication problems. Metrics, as in here, can build some trust. We could add some branding. We could do some branding stuff. We could also build some explainer videos. And then we could also perform some comparison kind of animations. Now, of course, these were pretty simple prompts. You can go on further, enhance them, use ChatGPT, to add more details, more effects into your visuals. Of course, you can do that. So Remotion works so well because of all these structured visuals, and structure is where the code shines. So if you are a developer working with AI, dashboards, automation, or content, Remotion gives you something prompt-based tools don't. That is predictability, reusability, and some control. So if this helped you see video generation with a different perspective, then you should subscribe for more practical AI and developer focused content. This is Practical AI for Developers, and I'll see you in the next one. You have a good day.